and be all politically correct and all that bullshit. It doesn't need to be there. I'm tired of the PC people trying to be PC. Let's go back to the days when there was no such thing as politically correct. That's all just a bunch of nonsense bullshit for liberal, whiny babies that want to have the government take care of them, wipe their ass for them, pay their bills for them, take care of them. I don't want to be taken care of by the government. I want to be taken care of by me, and by me only. I don't need the government to kiss. I don't need the government to kiss my ass. I don't need the government to wipe my ass. If you want the government to wipe your ass, then by all means, fine, go ahead. I don't really care. I'm just tired of the PC, whiny, cry, oh, you can't lose anymore. No, nobody can lose anymore. Because that might hurt somebody's feelings. Don't hurt anybody's feelings. I mean, that's just so wrong to hurt somebody's feelings. Well, guess what? Tough shit. That's how you grow up. That's how you learn life's lessons, is to lose, is to be told, hey, guess what? You didn't do good this time. You need to do better. We're in everybody wins society. Not everybody wins. Get over it. I'm also tired and very sick and tired of people trying to use stuff for personal gain or to try to impress people. You don't need to impress people. The only person you need to impress is yourself. Forget what... I'm lost for words right now. Forget trying to impress your friends. They're your friends for a reason. They like you. They like who you are. There's no need to impress them. You've already impressed them because guess what? They're your friends, dumbass. How hard is it? How stupid do you have to be to understand? You have friends. They're your friends. You don't need to impress them. You've already impressed them because guess what? They're your friends. Because all they think about is how to impress their friends. They don't want to put in any hard work. No. Can't do that. I'd rather sit at home on my bed and text my friends and tell them I'm in a band and we're recording music. But hey, I don't need to do nothing. I don't need to get a job. Hey, my other bandmate will take care of that for me. I'll just reap the benefits of all his hard work. I'll take all the credit for his hard work. Is that what society has come to now? Is that what the Obama administration now wants you to do? Is hey, you don't have to do anything. Let the hard-working people of America do their job, and you just take credit for it. Like the Keystone Pipeline. Yes, Mr. Obama, you fast-tracked the Keystone Pipeline. How hard is it to get oil from Oklahoma to Texas, Mr. Obama? How hard is it? Not very hard. Just walk across the fucking straight line. Just walk across the straight fucking line, Mr. Obama. That's how you get oil from Oklahoma to Texas. It's been that way all the time. Just take a fucking truck, Mr. Obama. The hard part of the Keystone Pipeline is getting it from Canada to Texas, Obama. Get a... And you conservatives think you're safe from this little rant here? No, you're fucking not. Let's get this shit together, people. I'm tired of hearing about, we have to do what's right. Do what's right. How about morals? How about using your morals? Okay? I don't see the liberals using morals, and I sure in the hell don't see conservatives using their morals. All I hear is, what's in it for me? How much money am I going to make once I leave office? It's all about money. That's all it's ever been about. That's all it always will ever be about. Ain't no politicians worth their fucking weight in gold. Burn it and blow it up. We'd be better fucking off. All I really want to see in my lifetime is an honest fucking politician. And we're never going to see that because money and greed and power rules absolute all the time, and everybody knows it. If anybody else thinks differently, they're fucking stupid. They're fucking stupid. And am I conservative? Damn right I'm conservative. And damn right I'm proud about it too. You know what? All you liberals want to hate me? Go fucking right ahead. There's a fucking soul in me. I'm not a heartless motherfucker like you guys are. I'm not a hypocrite like you guys are. There's no fucking double standard in my life. I know what I am, I know what's right, and I have a thought, and I have a brain of my own. There's no fucking R&C talking points in front of me right now. Every time I talk to a liberal, it's always D and C talking points. Have a fucking brain of your own. Have a fucking thought of your own. Don't fucking spout off some fucking stupid fucking media matters, some Politico, or some Daily Chaos bullshit you've heard on fucking CBS, or ABC, or NBC, or NBCS, or CNN. Get a fucking thought of your own. I'm fucking tired of you liberals fucking shoving shit down my throat. Get a thought of your fucking own. Once you do that, I'll have a little more fucking respect for you, and I won't think you're a fucking mindless sheep. This long rant, not specifically one person. So when you hear this, and you get offended, and I know certain people will get offended. So people will now block me from Facebook. They'll get mad. They'll tell all their other friends. They'll start crying. Oh, he made fun of me, or he talked about me in an offhanded way. Well, guess what? Deal with it. I don't give a fucking shit anymore. Okay, this rant is not about you. Life isn't all about you. Every song I write isn't all about you. I'm sick and tired of certain people thinking every song I write is about them. They take everything I write personal. Well, guess what? My songs are not all about you. When I write a song and it's about you, I put your fucking name on it. I will say it is for you. It is about you. If your name is not on the song, it is not about you. So get the fuck over it. I do not live my life around you. I do not base my music around you. So if your name is not on the fucking song, it's not a fucking about you. Okay? You may think you're special. You may think that you're this great knowing. You're this great. Everybody wants to write about you. Everybody needs to write about you. No one needs to fucking write about you. If you inspire me to write about you, hell yeah, I'll write about you day and night. And I'll put your fucking name on it. But if your name is not on the song, you don't see your name when it says, written for so-and-so, and your name's not on there, it's not about you. And yeah, I might not be able to sing a lick. And I already know that. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine that I can't sing worth a shit. Never have, never could, never tried, because I know I can't. I know I couldn't. I know I can't. I couldn't sing a tune if fucking God even gave me a perfect tune. I probably still couldn't do it right. I know one thing, and I know one thing that I'm fucking good at what I do. I've always been great at writing lyrics. Always been great at writing lyrics. There's never a time when I'm never a loss at writing words. I can write words every single fucking day of my life, and I do. I write every day. There's never a day where I don't write a lyric. Never. Musically, hey, I'm not the greatest guitar player. Never claimed to be. I'm never gonna be a Randy Rhoads. Never gonna be a Steve Vai. Never gonna be a Jimmy Page. But guess what? I'm fine with that, because I know that I can write music. I can write music all day, no problem. I'm not very good at guitar. That's fine. I know my chords, which is more than I can say for some other people. I can play bass very good. I'm no John Edwards, no John Paul Jones. Never claimed to be. Never want to be. I never want to be anybody. I want to be myself. I'm sick and tired of people saying, hey, why don't you play more like this? Why don't you play more like that? I don't want to be Led Zeppelin. I don't want to be Radiohead. I don't want to be Pearl Jam. I don't want to be Tool. I want to be me. Do I love Tool? Yes, I love Tool. I love Tool. I love Pearl Jam. I love Led Zeppelin. I love the Beatles. I love the Who. I love music. But I do not want to be like any of them bands. I want to be me. I want to write how I feel. I want to write music for me. I don't want to sound like anybody. If my music sounds like Tool, hey, sounds like Tool. If my music sounds like Led Zeppelin, it sounds like Led Zeppelin. That's just how it is. But I do not say, I want to sound just like Jimmy Page. I don't want to sound just like Maynard. Well, I do, but that's beside the point. But I don't need to do that. There's no need to do that. There's no need to specifically sound like somebody. Everybody wants to do that. I don't understand that. Be yourself when it comes to music. If you be yourself when you come to music, guess what? Then that just makes you good. If you incorporate all the music that you love into what you do, you make it a melting pot, you're not going to sound like anybody but yourself. And that's what I do. I take all my influences, I throw them in a pot, I stir them up, and guess what? Guess what comes out? The Bearded Men. And guess what? I'm happy with that. And if nobody else is happy with it, well, guess what? I don't care. I don't write for radio, never have, never will. Some people write just for radio because they think, oh, radio is where it's at. I don't think radio is where it's at. Radio is basically just the same shit played over and over again. And guess what? If I want to hear a Tool, guess what? I got the CDs. I don't need to hear the radio. And all the new bands, they all sound the same. There's really no difference. I want a radio station that plays every style of music. Give me a radio station that plays every style of music, and give me a radio station that doesn't just play the hits off the CD. That's the radio station I want to see. That's why I go to internet radio, because you're sure in hell I'm going to get that from the Blitz, CD 101, or QFM 96. And I don't listen to WNCI. Sorry if you do. I don't do that. The only station I really listen to that I really like, because there is a variety, even though it is classical, is WSU FM. Because I know I'm not going to hear Beethoven's Fifth Symphony every hour. There's no fucking way that's going to ever happen. I might hear every once a month. Guess what? I'm happy with that. Because if I need to hear it again, I'll just pop in my CD of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony and listen to it then. I've been playing music now for 27 years. And in 27 years, I've played bass. I've played guitar. I've played piano. And for the first time ever, I've sang. And yes, if you saw dead birds laying on the ground, dogs wandering aimlessly in the streets, yes, I was singing then. And so, and yes, to Al Gore and all the global warming people, yes, the reason for it being hot and real cold, I was singing again. I'll let you know ahead of time if I sing again, because the ice age will probably happen, and then we will be in trouble. Or the world may explode. Either way. But in my 27 years of music, I have played a lot of instruments, and some good, some bad. Like I said, I'm an average guitar player, average piano player, pretty good bass player. Tried drums once. I lasted 30 seconds. Something about having to use your foot and hit the snare drum at the same time. I just couldn't handle that. Couldn't get that concept. I'll leave that to the John Bonhams, Keith Moons, and Danny Careys of the world, because they're a billion times better than I am. I hope to be. I've recorded tons of songs, 115 to be exact, in studios. I've recorded in 5 studios. I've played over a couple hundred shows. I've written, as of now, counting, and we include this rant here as a song, it'll be 1,500 songs. I have about 20 concept albums in the works. Some are 90% done. Some are basically in the birthing stage, so to speak. This is what I do. I'm a musician. I'm a songwriter. This is all I'm good at. That's all I'm good at, musically. In other aspects of life, I'm a good basketball player. I'm a good football player. I'm a good if you need a 3-point shooter, I'm your man. If you need a good quarterback, I'm your man. If you need a good third baseman, I'm your man. I'm an okay golfer, but you won't see me on the PGA Tour anytime soon. Well, never. Put that way. Unless plus 55 wins the Masters, then I'm your man. And Tiger Woods has no chance against me. This is what I'm good at. This is what I've been doing for 27 years of my life. This is all I want to do. This is my love. This is my passion, is music. And if I don't make any money at it, I don't care. If I don't get famous, I do not care. People who are only in the music for money and fame, it's fine. If that's all you care about, the fame and the money, you don't care about the music, then guess what? Then I'm not going to buy your CD. I'm sorry. People that are just in it for the money and the fame, not in it for the music, I'm not going to buy your music. I'm not going to buy your music. I'm not going to listen to your music. And I'm sure in the hell ain't going to associate with you. Because to me, it's the music first. Music first, money later, fame way down the line. Because let's put it this way, 99% of you musicians are not going to get famous. Only 1% are. And yes, if you want, we can occupy the music business. Take them 1% and divvy it up. Yes. Wouldn't that be fun? Let's see if let's have all the musicians call Obama and let's get a handout from the Obama administration. Because guess what? We're not going to get famous. We're not going to get money playing music. Oh my God. Why am I doing this if I'm not going to make money and get chicks and have sex every night with a different chick? And I'm not going to get famous and people aren't going to know my name. And oh God. Stop fucking whining. Not everybody gets famous. Not everybody makes tons of fucking money in the music business. I learned this when I was 18 years old. It's about time some of you teenagers learn the same lesson I learned. Also, if you read a book about the music business, which probably most of you can't read, because hey, we don't teach reading anymore in schools. Hell no. That's who needs to read? If you read a book, a music business book, guess what? It tells you you're probably not going to get famous if you don't work at the music. Hear the line? It says it about 30 times in the book I read. If you don't pay attention to the music, and your music is not catchy, doesn't have any hook or any feeling or any passion, you're not gonna get signed. I'll repeat that again for all you people hard of hearing, because you stood too close to the Marshall stack last night. If you don't have any passion in your music, you're not going to get signed. You're not going to make any money. People are going to know you're fake. You need to have passion. You need to have that fire in your belly that says, I want to be the fucking best in the world. I want to be better than the Beatles, better than the Rolling Stones, better than Led Zeppelin. I want to be the only band that people talk about 20 years from now. You know why people talk about the Beatles? You know why people talk about the Who, Led Zeppelin, Aerosmith? It's because they had fucking passion. They had fire in their fucking bellies. And they made fucking great music. And that's all they cared about was the music. I didn't see Jimmy Page say, oh, if I'm not famous, I don't get any money, I'm not going to play music. Who cares about the music? Jimmy Page was about the fucking music. That's why I want to talk to Jimmy Page. For all you people who hate Jack White, guess what? Jack White's a fucking musician. I'd play with Jack White in a fucking heartbeat before I played with almost half the fucking musicians in local Columbus. I'm sorry, I just said that, but guess what? It's true. I've watched bands in local Columbus. I've seen some of them that have no fucking passion on stage. They're just there to get the fucking paycheck. To them bands, get the fuck off the stage, get the fuck out of music. Because you're ruining it for the other 50% that are there for music and that kick fucking ass and that live for their music. That's why I want to fucking party with Noise Auction. Because Noise Auction fucking lives for their music. That's why I want to listen to fucking Pavlo. You know why I like? Because Pavlo listens for the fucking music. There's tons. I've name checked 2 bands. So for all you other bands out there, don't get pissed off. Because there's a lot of you out there that I love. There's a lot of you that I will support to the end of the fucking time. And I'll buy your fucking CDs. I don't care if you farted on your CD for 30 fucking minutes, I'd still buy it. Because I know you farted with passion. You didn't just put the music, you didn't put your fart out just to get the money. It's time. It's also time that people here in Columbus take a real look at the music scene and say, why aren't local bands in Columbus getting signed to record deals? I shake my head all the time when I turn on the Blitz and I hear a new band. And I say, guess what? 75% of the bands in Columbus are better than this new band that's on the Blitz. 75%. And I want to know why they aren't on the Blitz and why they are not signed to a record deal. Is there a stigma about the local scene in Columbus that the major bands, major labels do not want to come here? And I also want to tell major labels this: you're missing an opportunity to hear and to sign great fucking bands. There are tons and tons of great bands in the local Columbus scene that are not getting looked at. I do not know why. It baffles my fucking mind. There are tons, and I say it with all of my heart and all of my passion. There are tons and tons of local bands in Columbus who are not getting the proper look at by major record labels. This needs to change. People in Columbus and the local scene in other cities are probably great too, but us, people who support local music here in Columbus, need to stand up and need to say, why aren't these bands being looked at by major record labels? Because I'm telling you right now, 75% of these bands are better than the new bands I hear on the Blitz. Hands down. I'm not saying this to kiss ass. I'm saying this because it's the honest, brutal truth. 75% of the local bands in Columbus are better than the new bands that I'm hearing on the Blitz. And they should be played on the Blitz. I don't want an hour devoted to local music. I want our local music to be played alongside the music you hear from Tool or Godsmack or Slipknot. How about throwing some local music after Slipknot? It could be anybody. But let's not kid ourselves. We need a radio station that plays local music alongside the mainstream music. And don't just devote one hour, 1 hour a week to local music. We need to devote more time to our local scene, so people can hear the music and say, hey, you know what? I like that band. I want to go and see them. Yes, there's Facebook and there's Reverb Nation and there's Bandcamp. Yeah, there's that too. But hey, guess what? If you're on the radio, it helps you just a little bit more. Not a lot more, but it helps you just a little bit more. So we need to see this through. We also need, I'm going to get off music here for a minute. We also need as America to stand up and say, you know what? This is not what our forefathers wanted. This is not what the Constitution says. And yes, the Constitution is a piece of paper, but it's basically law. I don't care how you change it. I don't care all about, but people say, the Constitution doesn't matter. Well, guess what? Justice Ginsburg, the Constitution does fucking matter. Because if it didn't matter, this place would be fucking chaos. There'd be no rule of law. That's why the Constitution is the law. And you as a justice that don't believe it, guess what? You don't need to be a fucking judge. You need to go away. Go back to law school. Learn what the law fucking is. It's the Constitution. Okay, one more subject. This will be love. I find it hard to believe that, how there can be so much misery connected with love. Or to some people, love equals misery. And that's basically their own doing. They want to be miserable, and they want to drag people down in their misery. I've seen it happen. Reading statuses makes me laugh. I was like, you're probably a very, very attractive woman, and yet you're miserable. And I just can't fathom that somebody that gorgeous could be that jaded when it comes to love and relationships. It baffles the mind. I'm also, just what baffles my mind is when people get mad when somebody says they're engaged or they're actually getting married. It actually upsets them. It pisses them off. I find it that it's unbelievable that you can act that way. I think it's great when I find out somebody's getting engaged or somebody's just got married. I mean, it puts a smile on my face, especially if they're a friend of mine. There's a couple people that got engaged last week, and I'm extremely happy for them. And I hope that, everything works out fine. In fact, I probably know everything will work out fine. They'll be happy the rest of their lives. And they can and they don't worry about, the little drama that people are going to try to maybe perpetrate on them. And I hope they can get past that, because some people do. Some people don't like other people being happy. And my word for them is to ignore the crybabies and the attention getters and the drama wannabes. If you're in love, don't let anybody get in the way of that. Because there will be people trying to put a wedge in there to make their own miserable lives more happy or more livable. If you're miserable as they are, I've seen that happen, and I don't like to be, I don't want to be part of that. So I think you just need to, when people are trying to leech onto you, just knock them off, just bat them off. And if they're your friend and they do that, I'd say, guess what? Our friendship's over. Don't need you. Never will again. When it comes to the affairs of the heart, I feel that you can love more than one person, just as long as you're not, engaged or married to them. That's a problem. But if you're not engaged, you're not married, or you're not seeing someone, a boyfriend or a girlfriend, I think it's okay, to love more than one person. It's when you're dating somebody, or you're engaged, or you're married to somebody, that's when it's got to stop. That's when you have to just love that person that you're with. But if you're not with anybody and you're single, then it's a different story. At least in my opinion. I know other people have a different opinion, but that's my opinion.
So I send this